minute, don't know. Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your. Let it. Hush up, gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. What you hear in yourself when no one's to be found? What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind?
Yes, you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it.
Definitely winning.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, From Vision to Success,
From vision to success.
where we talk about all things from the beginning to the messy middle to hopefully the completion of your goal or things that can help you get to your goal.
Yeah, like getting a new dog.
Yeah, you were blessed with a new addition to your family.
Yes.
Care to share
No.
with regards to the new addition, I guess?
No.
Okay. It was a blessing.
No, 100%.
You're so weird. I'm like, you're the one who's like, I'm not going to say anything. You're the first one.
Yeah, I would have been fine just leaving it as a comment and you would have been laughing, but like you had to give it detail. Like I don't understand why you're giving it detail. Nobody asked you to give it detail.
So anyway, I come to his house because we do this at his house and his studio, and I'm walking and I realize that Tegan is outside and I think it's just her, and so I go and say hi, and then you come out of the corner there, and yeah, it was an interesting.
It was an interesting morning. Yeah. Tegan wants to take claim for something that she didn't initiate, but that's okay though.
I feel like I am more leaning towards believing Tegan because Miguel
What?
says a lot of things. Well, I understand the
There is
reasoning.
no way. I just proved it to you.
Well, I get the reasoning, right? But then I'm like, could you have thought it? And then she said it out loud, and then you're like, yeah, let's do it. That could have been
no, freaking 1,000% no. Like, listen. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses.
What's your weaknesses? I would like to hear what you think you're with.
I got a couple of weaknesses.
Okay, tell me.
I'm very quick to anger.
Okay.
No, hang on. No. Let me actually rephrase this. I'm quick to anger around dumb people.
Excuse you.
Are you calling yourself dumb?
No.
Then there you go. So it's nothing to do with you.
Okay, what's the second one?
Not okay. All kidding aside, I'm quick to anger when not dumb people, but like I've explained it 3 times in different ways. Nothing that's like we're not talking about like academics or a student not understanding a subject. We're not. I'm talking about like a process something. And I'm like explaining it to you. You don't. I'm like, okay. Or you just choose not to, or you just don't follow the advice, and then you go and still and do it, and then you come back and be like, I don't know why this happened. I'm like, I tell you why this happened. I told you before you did it why it was gonna happen, and you still did it. And why did it happen? I'm like, it's that kind of like when I get into an I told you so moment. I'm just like, I told you.
So that's the anger. Okay.
And
then
a lot of my family thinks. Like we joke about it, but I think I've mentioned it here before. Do you know, like in remember Endgame, Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Stranger Things? Is that what you said?
No. Endgame,
Oh,
Avengers.
Yes.
And then when Doctor Strange like sits off to the side, and he's like
That you can think of like
a million different. That's me. I am not even kidding you. Like that is one of my
He
superpowers.
sits in the corner and he totally. I can tell, yeah.
What should I do? And I'm like, well, and then literally in that I already thought of 1,000 different possibilities.
Okay.
And then I'll and then I'll come back and be
I
like,
hope you do that whenever you're thinking about your possibilities. People are asking you for advice. You gotta do it with the fingers. Please do it.
somebody's gonna screenshot this and make a shirt. But yeah, like and so then I've worked really hard towards that superpower, and so when it's not being used, I get really angry.
So
I'm like, I already told you. I didn't know I didn't know that was gonna happen. I told you. So that gets me like annoyed.
Okay, what's the second one?
All my flaws.
Yeah.
Uh, I hold on to grudges.
Yes, you do.
Okay, relax.
I could have told you that, but we've had podcasts before where you're like, no, I just let go and I talk to them and I say this. I'm like, who's talking? I just let you say what you needed to say, but I'm like, I don't know who this man is because that is not who you are.
I do, but I think the second one is tied to the first one.
Okay.
I think like when I get to a point where like I told you so, I am so mad. I just need space from you, and I don't want to talk to you. And sometimes what turns into an hour may turn into like 3 days. I need time to release. But here's the thing: is I'm very conscious and cautious. I'm very conscious about what I do,
Okay.
and so I've been very more forthcoming in trying to let it go quicker.
Okay.
And
You're
just-
aware, so you're
I
like,
am
okay.
aware, and I'm trying to realize that people are just
Well, they don't have to do what you say.
exactly, and that's my problem. If people would just do what I say, this world would be a much better place.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So yeah, so that's that, and then but you know, so again, it's tied back to like let them.
Mm-hmm.
If I've been living such a much happier life ever since.
You should really listen to the book. I think you would love the
No,
book.
I know.
He doesn't listen or read.
I listen and I read. I
Okay.
just yeah.
The other day, I sent him a picture. I don't know if you guys have been following us for a while. You know our favorite book, Atomic Habits.
Oh, no.
Anyway, he has his own copy now, and I have my own copy.
Let me bring up that receipt. Hang on one second.
And we talked about it in the past where I've like chuckled and laughed saying that I love running into his commentary on the side. And one of his commentary is like, oh, I'm so good. I do this all the time. And he denied it. He's like, I didn't say that.
I don't say that. I didn't say that in that context.
Okay, well, how would you say it?
So you took a snapshot of it and you sent it to me and be like, see, look.
And I
right?
was like, do you want the page so you can add it on? And he was like, I read the whole book, or I'm more than halfway. I only had like a chapter, please. And he
Chapter
was,
3.
Yeah, chapter 3. There's
Yeah.
12 chapters.
Oh, dang. I thought it was halfway through. All right, my bad. All right, I'll admit when I'm wrong. But I have it. So she took a snapshot of the part where I wrote, that's why. Okay, now
That's why I read it out loud.
okay, now reading it, I can see where you think that I think that I'm all that. Hang on. That's
read
why.
it.
So it says, that's why. Space. I'm so good. I've tried many things.
I love every time I read that book. That's one of my favorite parts. Anyway, so yeah, I finished reading the book and I just had to go back and saw that
But hang on. There's a reason why I put that, and you're not giving them the entire thing. Like if you read that chapter as to why I put that, this makes sense.
Do you remember why you put it?
Yes, I can. I'm reading it right now from the book.
Okay, so why did you put it?
It goes, so it's partly cut off. It goes, the process of habit forms, whenever you encounter a new situation, something, make a decision. How do I respond to it? And then, so from what I'm trying to remember is that the more mistakes that you make, the better you become. So when you encounter a situation, it's not a problem, it's a learning situation.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, that's why I'm so good because I've done many things, meaning I've made a lot of mistakes. And so part of my whole Doctor Strange things is that is I'm remembering all those possible situations from past experience. I've made so many mistakes.
Yeah.
There was Les Brown. So Les Brown, and I think we talked about this. Les Brown interviewed a woman CEO,
Okay.
right? And she was one amongst hundreds of men that were going after this position, and she ended up getting it.
Okay.
Right. And so he interviewed and goes, how in the world did you get it when everybody was just calling you a skirt?
Okay.
Right. And like, you being a woman, now you're the top dog CEO of this organization. She goes, well, I made a lot of good decisions. He goes, oh, that's amazing. He goes, how did you how did you learn? How did you figure out to make all these right decisions? She goes, because I made a lot of wrong ones.
Yeah.
And so Simeon, one of our friends here, I went to his company to help just bring, coordinate some good business practices and stuff like that. And one thing that I've noticed that everybody always turns to Simeon to problem shoot. And so we actually started diving deep as to that. And one of the reasons why is because Simeon has made that mistake earlier on in the beginning of his business. And so when people come across that mistake, they go to him, and then he just goes in and he fixes. And so what I told him was like, you can't be fixing everybody else's mistakes. You gotta, if you want them to level up, they have to be able to fix those mistakes so they can get to where you are right now.
Yeah.
So when I wrote this, it wasn't because I'm so good at something. It is because I've made so many mistakes in my life that I've gone to a position now that I'm like,
He can fix other people's mistakes.
oh my gosh, what is the point of just me being here?
I love your stories because I just pick up what you say and then I just
You're very
re-say it.
selective. You have selective hearing. Here I am pouring on my heart.
I loved it. It was so good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
And I even put here, first of all, what does it say? That's code for something else. It's not what it was meant to be.
What? That's not what it says.
No. What you sent when you send me this?
Oh yeah, that is what you said. It was code.
I replayed. I replayed, and I messaged back, and I said this was code to something else. It's not what it's supposed to be meant to be.
I guess, but it was good. It always makes me chuckle because I know you. I know your thought processes.
You don't, but that's okay. Like you absolutely don't. You're mean. You're mean. Like you know what?
What?
I'm bullied. I don't know. Like people who watch this podcast, they remember that one guy. He was just like, you got to learn how to speak up to stand up for yourself. People know that I'm a battered man in this podcast.
A battered man in life overall. Life just takes you and batters you and spits you out.
I just realized we don't have the comments here. Hey, John Cowell. My gosh, my man. I love this guy. Okay. I'm just setting up the comment section here. So send us a comment. Tell us how you're doing. How's everything? And if you see me, being hurt or battered, just, give me that validation. Because sometimes that's all you need in life. It's just somebody to see you.
Are you signaling you're in trouble? There's a signal. I think it's called Angela. Is that what it is? Yeah. So now you learned something.
Yeah.
But don't listen to him. He's fine.
So if you're
He's okay.
So if you're in trouble, this is the sign.
Yeah.
Right? And then but it's just weird because if I'm a perpetrator and I see this, I'm like, what are you doing?
Bat it out. Yeah.
Listen, I'm actually quite excited about today's podcast because we're gonna play a game.
Okay. Should we start off with the game then?
Well, we're gonna start off with introducing what today's topic is.
Okay.
And the reason why is because last week we were talking about FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what happened with Holland? I'm so upset.
With Holland? Like, what do you mean that the
Norway?
team is out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
But and I know you saw it.
Yeah.
But do you see why? Like, it could have had a different result.
Okay, I'm not following, so do share.
There was another guy, and he had a clear path to pass the ball to Holland.
Okay.
And then, so then if Holland would have scored, it would have been 2-2. Then they would have gone into overtime and all these different things. But he didn't pass the ball. For what reason, we don't know. People are like speculating that he was being greedy and all these different things. But if you take a look back at the tape, his head was down, and he just maybe didn't see Holland. But even that is a bad player because a good player is able to not only see where the ball is, see where the opponents are, but also see where your teammates are.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, so he just kept the ball down. He's trying to do whatever, and he kicked the ball. And by the time that he decided to kick, so it was 2-on-1. It was Holland, another Norway guy,
Okay.
versus one guy.
Okay.
Holland was wide open.
Okay.
And then instead of passing it to him, and Holland's is a powerful kicker, that goal, that guaranteed a goal.
Okay.
But he hesitated, And then by the time that he decided what to do with that ball, there was already 4 defenders.
Okay.
4 or 5 defenders.
Okay.
And so then he kicked it towards the net. But again, you're kicking through 3 people now. And the ball ricocheted off of somebody else's foot. And it stayed at 2-1 and Holland lost.
Yeah.
Or,
I watched the
Norway.
game. I just didn't go into detail, I guess, with regards to that.
And Holland was he's doing this. He's like, pass the ball. I'm wide open.
Yeah.
But the guy hesitated. And so people are now saying, I saw a post, and I don't know how true this is. Let's flood the other guy's social media and give him hate.
Oh, I hate. I mean, I really dislike people that do that.
100 hate comments a day. That's the goal.
Oh my gosh, poor guy. It's such an intense situation. I don't have any criticism for any player, except the players that lose it. There's players that lose their marbles and start doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Like, I watched a game. It was Switzerland with Argentina. And I'm a Switzerland fan, so I was rooting for Switzerland. Anyway, the guy from Switzerland, he ends up, he doesn't even get fouled. And he ends up grimacing and, falling to the ground. So it seems like the other guy kicked him and he fell. The other guy gets carded. And then the play gets reviewed. The guy didn't even touch him.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he ended up getting a red card and he was out.
The one that pretended?
Yeah, because it was a second yellow, and then ended up being a red, and then he was crying and all this whole thing, and then
No, the guy that pretended to go on the floor.
Yeah, he got a yellow card, but it was his second yellow card, which became a red card, and then he got kicked out of the game because once you have a red card, you can't play the game or be there. So he got kicked out. They were down to 1 less player, and then that's when Argentina came back and scored 2 more, so they won 3-1. Yeah, it was an intense game. And I can appreciate Argentina. Argentina has a great team.
Yeah.
They are the team that everybody loves to hate because they are so good.
Yeah. They it's been about wanting. They want this FIFA to go to an underdog.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think there's a lot of I don't know how true this is. There's a lot of talk with regards to just Argentina overall being a racist nation. And they've had some issues with regards to that. And a lot of their history has come back. So I don't know. I don't believe everything that I see online. I do kind of research it a little bit. And there are some things that are going on. But anyway, it is what it is. I think I can appreciate the game. Argentina's incredible. So often they're 0-1 or 2 and then come back and end up winning, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a fan of England as well.
If you're good, you're good. You have to give credit to where credit is due. And then somebody said it yesterday. They're rooting for anyone besides Argentina. They're just because they already won a cup, and they have Messi and all these different things. And I'm like, that's not a reason why any. I was actually, part of me was rooting for Norway because of Holland.
Yeah.
I love Holland. Holland is just such a beast of a Viking.
Really, the reason why I watched the full game, well, I have watched probably 90% of the games with the FIFA World Cup, but one of the things that I loved about that game is his relationship with his friend Bellingham, right?
Yeah.
And all the videos that came after that, I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm rooting for England. I'm rooting for France. Those are my top 2 teams. And
really?
then, and Spain,
I would have loved Argentina versus Portugal.
Yeah, I would have rooted for Portugal. Portugal was my top. Well, aside from my own home teams, which is Ecuador and Canada.
We'll never make it. We'll never be there.
Maybe we will,
We'll
right?
never. El Salvador, the day that El Salvador is at FIFA, I'm telling you right now.
One can dream, right?
Unless they have Jesus in that second coming, El Salvador is not making the FIFA.
Yeah.
As much as I love my country, it's not El Salvador to anybody. El Salvador means the savior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. But anyways, one can only hope. One can only dream.
Yeah, I am rooting. So my top 2 teams is England and France. Mike loves France. He lived there for a little bit, so he's rooting for France. I love England mostly because of Bellingham. I love the type of player he is.
A question was asked to me yesterday. I want to see how you answer this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And you guys, you answer me this as well. Ready? You're from Nicaragua. Ecuador. You're from...
Tell me, what's my name again? How many kids do I have? This guy doesn't... We've been friends 10
3
years.
kids.
And he doesn't even know my kids' names.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you have two boys, 2 girls. You have 4 kids.
Okay. That's a lot better than what you did last time.
And I know. Because now I'm gendering them, right?
Gendering.
I know you have 2 girls and I know you have 2 boys. And you hate the fact that when they say you have 5 children and Mike being one of them.
Oh yes, I don't like when people refer to.
Your partner, your spouse.
Yeah,
as
that's
a
not.
nonsense.
I'm not down with that.
See, how well do I know you?
Okay. Anyway, go on. What's your question?
That's an intel that only a friend would know. And I'm still waiting for my Christmas present. I was thinking about that the other. I was waiting for that.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
You know
It's a
that
really
I
good one.
almost had good presents.
What do you mean you almost had?
I've almost had really good presents
this year that you've given?
every single year from my kids.
Oh, for
They
your
show
kids.
me an Amazon picture, Dad. This is what I'm going to get you,
And then you approve.
and it never comes. And so I've almost had like really good presents,
Almost.
almost. And you're one of them.
It's almost. I'm.
How much?
I'm working on
how
it.
well do you use the timer that I gave you?
I use it
All the time?
all the time.
How thoughtful was that timer?
But yeah, you are very thoughtful.
I am a very good gift giver.
Okay, he absolutely is. You know what I need to do? I need to talk to Mike, and Mike will get you the gift, and I'll just say it's for me. Mike is the most incredible gift giver. However,
So there is a gift that I'm going after, but it's expensive.
okay, what is it?
It's expensive.
What is it?
I'm
not gonna get it 'cause it's
good.
expensive,
Yeah,
but what
is.
is
It's
it?
expensive. It's like over $300.
Okay, what is it?
It's I've always wanted a Leatherman.
A leather man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always wanted a Leatherman. Always.
Is that what is that? Is it that like knives?
Yeah, it's a multi-tool.
Yeah, it's a multi-tool. Okay.
I've always wanted it. Always. My dad had a Leatherman growing up, and then I just whatever. And so I started doing this research on all these Leathermans, and there's one that's pretty good. Like the steel is supposed to be this graded and all these different things. Whatever. It's called the Arc.
Okay.
And so I'm like but it's $300, so I don't know if it's something that I'm willing to spend on. But I just want a Leatherman.
This is what they have. I got Mike this like little pocket one. It's really cute. This
Yeah.
is the one that he carries around.
Yeah. I
That's
just
like yeah.
I just want to carry. I want to have something here.
You just want to feel like you can help people.
Yeah,
You can, if somebody's like, "Oh, do you have this?" You can be like,
Yeah, I never want to be in the position when we went camping that one time. I want to have my own Leatherman. I want to be.
We'll get there. We'll get
I want to be able to
there.
get to it before Mike does.
yeah.
That was a very emancipating moment in my life. Is that what it's called? Emancipating?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Emasculating.
No, that's
Demasculating.
Like, no,
Promasculating.
I don't know.
Escalating.
I don't even know. Let's see what. No, it's not emancipated.
No,
because
that's when you cut off from your parents.
yeah.
Emasculating.
I don't know what emasculating is. I'm not sure. So let's move on because that wording, I'm not. If you know out there what word we are trying to say, please let us know.
It's when you feel less of a man.
Look, Vanessa's here. Hey,
Vanessa, what is up? You wanna
Listen, we missed you, girl.
Yeah, you want to read those? Because
All right.
I can't read. Hang on.
Even though you have like those thick glasses.
No, this. Okay.
Okay, so Vanessa says, I am contractually obligated for Team Argentina, but would have loved Cabo to get higher. Yes. I love Cabo too. And on the history of Argentina, it's not the greatest. And again, so is the history of most countries. But when you read things like how they reduced their black population from 30% about the 1700 next to little, it ain't because of the nicest methods. Yes, girl. I'm like, I think right now their population is less than 18%. So anyway.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
So we're here at Disney right now, living it up. Oh my gosh, Jonathan, that's amazing.
Good man.
It's a man made of leather. Got it. You want a leather man?
No.
Yes. You know what? Absolutely. He was.
Jonathan Cowell, listen to me. I don't want a man made out of leather. That's not what
Please show. If you know him, you know his address. Just show up in leather.
No.
That's what he's searching for. His birthday just passed, and that's his birthday gift for the summer. Let's give this man some love.
I was very.
A leather man.
No.
Oh, there you go. Mike is Jonathan carries a multi-tool every day. Oh, Mike. Okay, it is emasculating.
Emasculate. I
There you
told
go,
you.
you got it.
I told you.
Vanessa, a reduction in your masculinity is emasculating. Oh, is that emasculating? Okay, see, we don't know.
What is it?
Emasculating. Is that
A reduction of your masculinity is emasculating. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to feel emasculated. That's what you said, right? Or you want to feel.
yes.
Oh, okay, yes.
I don't want to feel emasculated.
Okay, there you go.
Because last time we went camping.
But you know that Mike prepares for all things.
I know,
like,
but I still did. I didn't like it.
if it's the four of us, Tegan and I will go to.
I know. That's what I'm opposing. Like, that's what you're not understanding.
If we have a question, and there's something going on, we have a question, Tegan and I will turn to Mike and be like, oh my gosh, what do you think? What should we do?
Even upstairs, when she was like, yeah, we need to clean the garage. Let's go get Mike. I'm like, well, I'm standing like freaking right here. Why you're married to me? Like, why are you going to Mike all the time?
It's so funny because whenever we have double dates, we always talk about how great. We always end up seeing how great Tegan and Mike would like. They would have it all.
They would be bajillionaires right now.
I mean, they wouldn't love each other. It would just be. And what do they say? They sleep in like separate rooms and just high five each other.
Just on the way out, like, hey.
And you know what? They would be doing really well financially.
Financially, be good.
They'd be like.
Yeah.
They have a few kids. They would be like the picture perfect couple.
I don't like the fact that the person who's my eternal companion goes to another man to do manly things. Like that, it does not feel good. And so I think the root of my problem is I don't have
the root of your problem is Mike.
No, I don't have a leather man.
So leather man in leather, please come. He needs a leather man next to him.
A leather man is not a man in leather. Let's just make that make that absolutely clear.
He needs a leather. I love a man made of leather. That's where I'm gonna go with. So Jonathan's got it. He's gonna go order some leather pants shop at your house.
Jesus, this is not where I wanted this conversation to go or end up.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Okay, so you were gonna ask me a question.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you guys answer it as well, because I want to see. I'm quite surprised at how this question was answered, and I'm like, I don't know if I agree or don't agree. Anyways, I don't know.
Okay.
So let's say Ecuador.
Okay.
You're from Ecuador.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see from Ecuador. You're right. I still don't know your kids' names. I know Raquel.
Yes.
I know one of them is Jessie.
Yes. It's okay. 2 out of 4 is great.
Wait. I know the younger one is Ruby.
Yes. Oh my gosh, 3?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I just don't know which one's Jessie is.
Oldest. The
Oldest.
oldest and tallest.
Okay, and then another other boy is Joey.
Oh my gosh, I am shocked.
Right?
It has taken over 10 years. I am so shocked. Oh my gosh. I gotta like clap for you. I
Thank
was
you.
not expecting it.
I just don't know which one is which.
Don't worry.
So when I'm around your boys, instead of calling them by name, I'm like, hey.
I know.
You?
I know. That's unusual when you don't know somebody's.
Yeah.
Hey, you. Good to see you. How are you?
Oh my gosh, so good to see you. How are you doing, my friend?
Yes, I hear that. I feel like you don't know 90% of people's names.
Is it my fault though?
You do know a lot of people.
And when I go into a school, kids are so offended because they remember my name, and I'm like, remember my name? I answered your question and whatever.
4 years ago when you were here.
I'm like, I see about 3-4 schools a day.
Yeah.
And there's an average of about 300 to 500 students per school, and then plus people at church, and I don't even know my kids.
He has a small capacity on here to remember
Well, it's
names.
it's not just that. If something goes in, something's gonna come out.
Yeah.
And so I'm very careful what I allow into my head. So Leatherman.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Jennifer says you just need to hire Mike and follow him around and he will teach you his ways.
No. I'm not being.
I think.
Jennifer, that's not how this works. I am not following another man to figure out how to be a man. That's not. Can you? That's.
Mike, are you down? Just figure out your pricing that you're charged. We'll give our friends discount and then we'll make a business. Don't worry.
I'll carry your second mortgage. Your property in the U.S.
It's gonna work out. It'll be good. We're paying off our like debts and assets through.
Every time we go out, I'm like not oversensitive, but I'm like extra cautious
Of what you say?
of no, and what is needed amongst the groups when Mike's around. I gotta get to that before Mike. It's like, I need to go get one.
You know what? You just need to make sure. I want to see it one day where you just like. You know how even in soccer when they're like going to try to get the ball and they just flail out and like put their hands out.
I'm telling you,
You're gonna karate chop him. Is that what?
Yeah, I'm gonna just judo chop his throat. I'm just, I got this. It's like that's.
Mike, I'm sorry. Beware of this man. Like he's
Mike, I'm telling. All I need is two things. I need him to be slow to answering somebody's needs. So if like, oh, I need this wood cut, you know,
He doesn't take out his leather band. That's why you want a leather band, because Mike has one.
Because he has one. It's tied to a core memory, and it's also tied to this negative memory of camp.
If he needs a Leatherman arc to match what I can do with my Leatherman micro, I think we all need to know.
Okay, first of all, that's an emasculating comment right there.
Oh.
That's an emasculating comment. Mike.
Now he's really gonna karate chop you, baby. You gotta be careful of this man. He is angry.
Take out his kneecaps. That's what I'm gonna do.
You'll be like,
So a micro is a small leather man, and an arc is a big one. It's a girthy one.
Well, it's just that the arc, if you want to carry it around with you, it's gonna stick out huge in your pocket, right?
It's not that big. I'm not carrying a third leg. Like it's not big, massive, but it's just there's.
You need something. He needs his arc. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to that question.
I did not like anywhere where this conversation went. So the question was, if your company, your country, Ecuador, and Canada are going head to head in the FIFA, they're the final ones. They're playing for the cup now,
okay,
or for the trophy, whatever it's called. Who would you root for?
I would root for both. Honestly, it'd be a win-win for me.
No. What jersey would you be wearing?
I'll be wearing one of the jerseys. Okay, so we went to an Ecuador-Canada game, and we had Canada and Ecuador gear on. So we had, like, double gear. That's probably how
No, you can only choose one.
I cannot only choose one.
Yeah.
I can only
Who would you
choose
choose?
one?
That's the question. If your country and Canada are the final two, who would you be cheering for? See, I know what I would be cheering for.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hard. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know, because I'm like, I like the whole thing with Ecuador because it'd be an underdog story, but then same thing with Canada, right? I really like the Canada players, and I like their backstories, and I like where they come from and the fact that they're here and like sort of all that stuff. I don't know. I can't answer. I'd be both. I don't think I'd be able to choose.
All I heard was Leatherman and arc and story arc.
Miguel by day, but by night, a leather man.
Not cool, man. Not cool. Jonathan Cowell, my tag team partner.
Oh man.
But
I don't know. Who would you cheer for? El Salvador?
I would be cheering for El Salvador.
That'd be hard for me. I don't know.
No, so I mean, listen.
Oh, you know what? If it was a family cheering, I guess like my kids, some of them would probably choose Canada. Mike would be Canada. I'd be Ecuador. So I'm like, all in all, it works. It'd be win-win.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the logistics of this. We're not talking about like the senses. We're talking about you personally. What jersey would you be wearing? What would you be leaning? What would you be going more crazy if they would have gotten a goal? Let us know.
I don't know. I think Canada.
Okay, interesting. That is so interesting to me.
Because I think Ecuador is higher in the rankings with their soccer ability, right? I think Ecuador is like 24 and Canada is 30th.
Okay.
So I think for that reason, I'd be leaning more towards Canada.
So everybody, no, not everybody. There was 4 of us having this conversation yesterday, and 2 said 100% Canada, even though this one guy was like hardcore Nicaraguan. Like he was just like Nicaragua all the way. He was like, oh, I live in Canada, so I would be cheering for Canada. And I'm like, not Nicaragua? Like, what's going on? And he goes, no, El Salvador. And the other guy is like, he's got Portuguese descendants or whatever. Oh, Diaz. Dennis. And he's like, Canada all the way. And I'm like, not Portugal? And he goes, no, Canada. I live in Canada, so Canada. So I'm very patriotic. Like, I mean, if you ever sit in one of my workshops, I'm like, I bleed red and white. I love Canada for all the opportunities that they've given me. But I mean, but if Canada and El Salvador was the final 2, I'm like El Salvador. and I don't know if it sounds
I
bad or
mean,
whatever.
cheering for Canada, but eating pupusas. Does that work?
No, I don't know. Yeah,
Which one makes you feel like crying more? I think Canada. I like both.
El Salvador.
Listen, a lot of the Ecuadorian players have expensive contract with Premier Leagues. They play in Manchester. They play in like all these like Premier Leagues. None of the Canadian players do, to my understanding. I'm pretty sure I looked at their stuff and like none of them do. So I think for me, I definitely would go with Canada. But I'd be happy either way.
I know. I'll be proud of Canada. I mean, if we're in the final ones, and then somebody else said, well, because I served my mission in Puerto Rico, and they're like Puerto Rico and Canada. I'm like, even that's a tough one, because even as grateful I am to be Canadian, and I will die on Canadian soil. I love Canada and all these different things. My heart is also where I served my mission for those 2 years. So I was like, who do I cheer for? And part of me is saying Puerto Rico. It sounds horrible.
I know.
Being a
I'm like,
patriarch.
listen, to me, I'm like, it's just a game. You could do one.
It's not just a game.
Did you see the guy was about to like karate chop me?
Judo chop. Right to the throat.
Hold on, let's see. We got some comments. Vanessa says, I think Canadian, sure. Haiti in my heart, because I hope to help the country get a bit better economically.
Okay.
Jonathan introducing first weight in 230 pounds, maybe. You don't know, the only leather man.
Jonathan, man.
Mike says that whenever you're picking which one makes you feel like crying more, for me, it'd be Canada.
Okay.
Jennifer Smith, shall we start a GoFundMe and get Miguel an Arc leather man? I think we should start a GoFundMe to get him leather pants. Not the Arc, just a leather suit. What are those
This
things?
podcast is not about me.
Or a man wearing leather. We're hiring a man wearing leather. I think he can have a leather Arc. A leather man Arc. That's one of his accessories.
If Mike dressed all in leather, I would follow him around. So we'd be killing two
my
birds with one
God.
stone.
Vinyl Boy head to leather cycle. Brampton needs us for vengeance. And then Jonathan says, Willikers? Leatherman, you're on it? That I'm not sure.
Gee, this is like,
What is happening, Miguel?
this is Tegan's phone because I'm using her computer.
Oh.
And so I don't know if you guys are hearing that, but there's a phone call coming in through Tegan's computer. Anyways, so that's that. So because last week we were having this conversation that you said like, oh, have you following FIFA? You're seeing all the racist thing that is happening. And I was like, well,
I had to stop looking at these videos because the more you look at these videos, the more that pops up. Then it makes you feel like everybody's racist. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am sure there's still a population. The racism is very, very real, right?
Yeah,
There's still a population that is racist, but I'm like, there's also people that are not.
Yeah.
And me going into this deep hole, and I'm like, you know what? Like, this world is horrible. I was falling into that sort of mindset.
but I was getting something else from FIFA.
Yeah.
People coming up saying world peace. FIFA's bringing people together. Cities are opening up their doors and beddings to like people all around the world. They're doing Irish celebrations and all these different things.
Yeah, but that's because it brings like economic growth. So obviously,
No, not government. Like we're talking about like people, like people, right? Like welcoming people from Morocco and then having their flags and celebrating with them and dancing on the streets with them. So it's interesting that one event like FIFA, you were catching all the hate and the negatives and the whatever. And when you told me that, I was blown out of the waters because I was seeing the other side of the coin, which is all the positivity things, whatever, right? So it made me realize a couple of things, that you're a very negative person.
I am so negative. If you know me, you know that's true.
Honestly, I will show you receipts. You know, you've been producing receipts for stuff that I've said. I will show you receipts.
Please, can we please show me all the receipts? I want to
Oh
know.
my
Let me
gosh.
see. Let's do a deep dive.
Listen, I don't think we're gonna end up being friends.
This episode of Leatherman is brought to you by Johnson Johnson Baby
Can we
Powder.
let go of the leather? We're past the Leatherman needs that I have.
You know what?
And it's
Next
not
week, I will bring some baby powder for you. You're gonna get so much shaving, man. Like you need to.
This has been a horrible podcast. Not the way that I wanted it to go. But anyways, so I came to realize that we become what we see, what we surround ourselves with. Mm-hmm. Right?
Tis true. Preach. It's true. I always say that. I don't know what you're trying to do. It took him 10 years to find that.
What's going on here? Check two. All right, here we go.
Okay. So.
Check two.
I have a whole bunch of buttons here.
Can we just get back to our podcast?
I love these.
He can't figure it out how to put us back. We're so sorry, guys. Oh my gosh.
I love these buttons.
Check two. All right, here we go. Okay.
For you.
No, that was your previous comment. Okay, so I want to play a game here with you.
Okay.
I am going to give you the end result of somebody's life.
Okay.
Not death, but just like where they are,
Who they became?
Mm-hmm. And you're going to tell me what possible surroundings there were around them
Okay.
that they were around that would have gotten them to where they are.
Okay. I'll do like fire speed, just whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, sure. And if you get, so there's 10 of them here. I don't know if we're gonna do all 10, but there's a couple of good ones here.
Okay.
And then let's just see. Anyways, let's go number 1. Ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Someone becomes extremely successful in their careers and reaches all their goals.
Okay.
What's been some of their possible surroundings?
But, well, they could have had a negative life. Like they could have come from hardship. It could have been negative, but their choice in what they focus on was different. They continued on their goals. They broke things down. They didn't give up when they failed.
Hang on. Remember, we're talking about not what their mindsets were.
Okay.
We're talking about who they like. So, for example, if somebody is an alcoholic,
Okay.
chances are they were around people that drank a lot.
Okay.
So that was their surroundings. They were.
So you
they
want
grew
me
up
to tell?
in bars? They grew up like going to parties and drinking all the time.
Okay.
So this is where they ended up. And
Successful.
Who do they surround themselves around?
They surrounded with people that were also successful in reaching their goals.
Okay. Yeah. They were around motivated people, mentors, hardworking individuals, and an environment that encouraged them to learn and grow.
Yeah, there's no way you're reaching success with people who are negative, bringing you down, doubting you and stuff all around you 24/7. You can still, I remember watching a video saying the law of thirds, where 1/3 of your friends need to be friends that are pushing for higher and like more things. And then
I said that.
No, he didn't. 1/3 of your friends needs, okay, so tell me what the rest of the thirds are.
So first of all, that comes from the 21 irrefutable laws to leadership.
Okay.
So John C. Maxwell talks about 21 rules or 21 laws that people should follow if they want to achieve certain things in life.
You're taking me the scenic route. I like it.
No,
So
there's
where-
no. So law of the third is one of the laws of the 21.
Okay, so tell me what is
That
the
you
law?
are the average of people around you.
Okay. So what's the other third? Like, what's the law of the thirds?
Anyways, I'll let you. I don't have my
See,
leather. I don't have my Leatherman with me,
You
so I
know
can't really
what?
fully
I should
answer
just
that.
get you a leather hat. That will help you to think better. Guys, we really need to raise some funds here for this guy and some leather gear.
The arc. It's just such a beautiful tool set, man. Oh, so pretty.
Anyway, what we're saying. Oh, yeah, the law of the third. So what your friendship is, like your friendship circle, you do become, I always tell my kids, you become like the people you hang out with. Now, that doesn't mean that you should be unkind or not have friends of all kinds of economic, like, status or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But 1/3 of your friends should be people who are reaching for higher and technically at a higher level than you, because that way that shows you what's possible.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have anybody who's doing better than you, then you don't know what's possible. You feel like, oh, it's never going to happen to me. The second is people that are the same as you, right? People who are still working in the same kind of playing field. And then the third is people who are perhaps not into the things that you do or not want to grow in the way that you grow. But they're still your friends. They're people around you, people you love, and you still want to maintain friendships with, right?
Yeah. For example.
Yeah.
She doesn't contribute to my success at all, but I still keep her around for the podcast.
First of all, half of the things that this man says is like things that
What?
he has heard from me, or the books that I've read, or the things that I've done.
There's only
And then he's like, oh, that came from right here.
yeah. Wellness XP.
What?
No.
See,
Psychology.
He doesn't even know what he's talking. I know what you're talking about, but I want to hear you say it.
Psychology XP.
Nope.
Psychology EX.
Nope.
Psychology.
You got the X right, but nope.
Psychology. Mental X. Mental health X. Mental psychology X. X.
What you're trying to say is that you're talking about a book, right?
Yeah.
Anxiety RX.
Anxiety RX. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what Anxiety RX.
Do you like how you say, like, you throw things out and I know what you're talking about? I just know they're wrong. Anyway, what's the second question?
Screw you. Whatever. Oh, jeez. What happened here?
And just like that, we're gone.
Is it?
I don't know. I think we are. Let me see.
No, we're still live.
Oh, okay. We weren't sure, guys. We weren't sure.
Sorry, there was a glitch on our end, and
Nothing on, like, the monitors is showing, but I guess on the computer it does say that we're on.
yeah. So it does say we're on.
Okay.
Okay. So, I know what it is. It's the so I have a software that allows us to project to two screens,
Okay.
and so then that software quit, and so it's not recognizing the two
Forget to
screens.
pay his bills. It's okay.
It has
See?
nothing.
So put it in now. It's okay. I understand.
So rude.
So GoFundMe, leather pants. The leather pants will help him to think better. He thinks better. He'll be better. See?
All right, second one. Someone loses confidence and starts doubting themselves. Who were their surroundings?
Punk people that doubt them and talk bad about them, and they listen to them.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So far, you've got nothing right, but okay.
What's the answer?
No, they were around people that consistently criticized them.
Exactly, punk people.
Oh, that's what you call it?
Yeah, they criticized them. They told them they can't do it.
Okay. Comparisons, people who discouraged them a lot and when they were around unhealthy environments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone becomes physically or mentally healthier.
Ooh, their environment includes gyms. They're in an environment where they are motivated by people who are doing what they.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, they're like their friendships. They're with people that take care of their bodies, take care of their minds, and they start doing that because you become like the people you hang out with.
Yeah. So surrounding themselves with people who encourage healthier habits, discipline, exercise, and self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, dude. I didn't think you were gonna get that one.
You do know that
What?
I know a lot more than you do. But
I
I would say, okay, I may know a lot more, but it doesn't serve me the best because you know less, but you act more. So, does that make sense?
no. Say that again. You know
are
more.
I know more than you. However, I lack in action. But you know less. But you're like abundantly good at acting. So you
I
are.
refuse that comment.
I complimented you.
No, that was a backhand comp. That was not even a compliment. That was a full out.
You're very action oriented.
I am very action oriented.
Yes.
But you're saying that you know more than me.
In theory.
What else is out there?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
See, I'm doing well in this test.
Surprisingly. Okay, ready? End results to this one.
Okay.
Someone develops a negative attitude towards life.
Easy, they were around negative people. There are people that were critical. They were they didn't have hope. They didn't have faith.
Yeah. So spend time around constant complaining people, negative people, gossip, a lot of gossip around in their life, or people who focus on only the problems.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that are only like problem oriented, where they'll just bring up the problems but no solutions.
Yeah. Okay. So someone becomes more creative and starts pursuing their passion.
Ooh, who are they around?
Yeah. Who are they around?
creative people, people who are.
Ooh, right, the first one.
Well,
Dang.
yeah, it's in the question. They become more creative. So who are they around? Creative people.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're around more creative thinkers, more creative people, supportive friends, and inspiring content.
Yeah.
So what they're watching is very inspiring, and people who encourage them to take risks.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, dude. I'm quite impressed. I didn't think you were going to do this well, just knowing your track record.
I don't know what track record you're.
Oh, just like the whole being negative and stuff. So and
If you know me, you know how negative I am. If you really know me.
you remember for your quince, your daughter's quince, you told, no, for my parents, no, for my mom's birthday
Yes.
surprise.
Yes.
You told my family.
Yes.
You got me into so much trouble.
Yes, I did.
That was not my fault.
100% was your fault
Why?
because you received a list of invitations of who needed to go out, and you received it 2 weeks before, and you told me the day before.
Because I realized that nobody reached out to you and invited you.
But who they said
I was in
that-
charge of the invites.
Okay, so maybe there was a miscommunication. I thought they had given you, this is the list that you're in charge of, and then
No, and so
did they know that you did not know that you were supposed to do it?
say that again.
Did they
In English.
know?
Did they know?
know that you didn't know that you were not supposed to like call people and tell them about it?
Yeah, like it just they told me to reach out to one person because they didn't have their contact information.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I think I have her on Facebook. And so I did that part, but then everything else, it's just like I'm going through the list and I'm like, oh shoot. Like, and then, done. And then when it comes to like Maria, like not done. That's when I message her. I'm like, hey, by the way, and then you were having an activity
Yeah.
and you kicked us out.
I did not kick you out at all. Listen,
I received, anyway.
first of all, the person in the middle is like not the best communicator.
Okay.
Right. And so it was like a test for me because they wanted to make sure that I would be consistent with what I said with every person. Obviously, it would have been different for you guys. That's what the person said, right? They're like, oh, I just wanted to see like what you say without knowing who it was. But the issue is that the reason why I responded is because in the past we've had activities like other people in activities come and like kick us out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, anyway.
And all it was like, because we had a bunch of balloons that we had to blow up.
You should have messaged me.
But I didn't know you were in charge of the activity. Because what this person, anyway, I'm not going to go into what this person said, but like, I was just like, I'm like, can we just use a room in the Relief Society or by like
And
whatever?
we said, yeah, like I said, yes. I was like, yeah, that's no problem. But what they said is that you guys were coming into the kitchen.
No. I was like, we just want a room to blow up the balloons because we can't blow up the balloons and then stuff them in the car.
Yeah,
So
no,
we need to blow
it
up the
was,
balloons there.
Listen, I felt so bad after I realized who it was. And I realized the day before, and I had message tagged. I was like, hey, like, if you guys need help, right? But then I realized after when we got there that, like, Tegan wasn't in charge of it, that it was, like, your
Yeah.
side of the family. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, I should have kind of better communicated. I either should have messaged you or messaged
Anyways.
your sister-in-law. But honestly, that was a miscommunication because had I known, it would have been different. Because let's be honest, let's truly be honest. How you respond to different requests is going to be different
Yeah,
based on the
100%.
on the person that it is.
So what we're talking about here is what was your activity?
We had a Easter breakfast.
An Easter breakfast.
Yeah.
It was Friday morning.
It was a Friday morning
was a-
Easter breakfast. That was the activity. And, like the issue that we were having on our sides comes from communication.
Yeah.
Right? Like there was horrible communication leading up to this activity.
Yeah.
And then I get like finally this person who hasn't communicated with me for like 2 weeks about this starts messaging me and was like, hey, this is happening. What are your thoughts? I told them that they can come at noon. The activity was supposed to run till like, I think it was
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because you guys were going to watch a movie afterwards.
Yeah, so like that was the thing. And they're telling me that this other activity, like he already approved the activity, didn't tell anybody who it was. Like that's the issue. He didn't tell anybody. And says like, hey, they're going to come in at 12 and they're going to use the kitchen and they need to do this. And I'm like, you don't communicate for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like you're MIA. I'm pushing. Like there was a lot of like back history with this, and I think I kind of came out like you guys were affected by it because of the back history. But I'm like, you go MIA for 2 weeks. I can't get you to commit on anything. And then all of a sudden you show up and you're like, hey, by the way, this is happening and they're coming in and da-da-da. And so it's like, for me, it was out of nowhere. So I'm like, no, we have the building booked until 2.
Yeah.
Right?
So that same day, for Friday, Easter Friday, my siblings and I decided to throw my mom a surprise 85th birthday party.
Yeah.
Right?
It was like a quinceañera.
It was like in the form of a quinceañera.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but we were using the same space, but the turnaround between the two activities needed to be quick because you guys need to shut down your activity and then we needed to set up ours.
Yeah. And
decorations and balloons and all these different things, right?
I'm so mad about this whole thing because I'm like, had I known and the communication was better, it would have been so much easier, the transition.
I'm okay with that. What I'm mad about...
not okay. I'm annoyed about the whole situation.
What I'm mad about is what you told my family.
Oh, yeah. After I was like, yeah, he didn't... I just told him you didn't tell me.
And my sister was like, how could you not invite Maria? And
exactly.
I'm like...
I love his mom like my own mom. And I'm like, this guy tells me the day before. And had I not had a commitment, like it was a family commitment already that we were going.
With Mike, the Leatherman.
Your dream Leatherman.
He's my dream Leatherman. Yes, he is. Oh.
Anyway, had it not been...
everybody's dream Leatherman.
He's definitely my dream Leatherman.
Okay, can we just...
Anyway, besides the point, had it not been like a family, because like we're like family,
we
right?
Are. Yeah.
And so I would have rearranged things, but this was a family commitment that we had made like probably months in advance, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know until the day before, and then after I was annoyed, not at you. Well,
at me.
I was annoyed, but I was annoyed about the backstory behind it. So my reaction came with baggage. That's the issue. So my reaction to things came with baggage. So I was annoyed at that. And then I saw his whole family outside. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And then that's why I'm like, you guys can go, like, anyway. So
they laid it on thick. Because as you were leaving, you saw my sister and my brother.
Yeah, and they were like, then Miguel, and I was like, no, I just found out yesterday. Had I known, and then it was probably even worse because I was the one sort of like leading the activity. So had I known the logistics and everything, it would have been so much easier to. You guys would have just come in at whatever time.
So my sister was giving me cut eye the entire time during this. She would look at me and she'd just be like,
I love his sister.
No.
I love your family. Like, what can I say?
They don't love you.
They love me. At least that's what I think. I hope. Whatever. In my mind, they love me. If they feel differently, just keep it to yourself. I don't need to know how you truly feel about me. In my mind, you love me.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, importance of communication there.
I know. And just who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Someone becomes addicted to their phones and spends hours scrolling every day.
What's your environment?
Yeah. What's their environment?
They have a lot of access to technology. They don't have, maybe the people they hang out do the same thing. So it's just easy. Like if you sit down with a group of people and everybody's on their phone, you're more likely to pull out your phone.
Yeah. Okay. Someone becomes financially responsible and saves money.
Ooh, you're surrounded by people who are financially like knowledgeable. And you're motivated by what they're doing. So you're like, all right, let me do this. Whether it's like an immediate or it's you start consuming content that is showing you the how to do it or like what you want.
Dude, you're knocking these out of the park. Someone starts making poor decisions and getting themselves into more trouble.
It's your friends. Look around. These decisions don't just come like all of a sudden. They're a series of small decisions and your friends have a lot to do with it. You become like the 5 people you hang out with, right? I think you said that earlier.
I always say that, yeah. So
he like you made it up. I know you trademarked it.
I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up, but I do say that. You become who you surround yourself with.
I always tell my kids that. I'm like, you become. Oh, it's funny because I was at a CPR training this past weekend, so I've been doing all this stuff to just get ready for going on camp next week. I'm going as the camp nurse. Anyway, so I've been getting like up to date and some of the things that I wasn't up to date. And I was with these guys. They were 19-year-olds. They were in the nursing program, and they just reminded me of what like a 19-year-old young person is. They were like whispering and laughing. I'm like, guys, this is you need this literally to go to school.
I'm a mom of 4. You need sit down, pay attention.
I know. I was seriously like, are we serious? And one of the pet peeves for me is that we were all sent an email knowing how to get into the building, where to park, and all that stuff. They come in 15 minutes late, and the guy's like, I have to go because I gotta park somewhere. And then he's like, where do I park? And the guy's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, right? And I'm like, didn't you read the email? It was there. And I'm like, you can park here or here. And he's like, is it free? I'm like, because I don't like to take liability over that. I was like, hey, listen, I'm like, in the email said it was, but you better check the signage, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, at the end, they find out I came to realize that people do see me as older.
Who invited mom to this meeting?
I didn't talk a lot during it because I didn't want the dynamics to be off, right? Anyway, so at the end, at the beginning, they had us sort of introduce ourselves and the reason why we're doing the CPR training. And I said, like, Maria, I'm a registered nurse and I'm doing this for this, right? And then at the end, they're like, oh, like, you're a nurse? Like, when did you graduate? And then I was like, oh, and he's like, have you been doing it for like a couple years? And I was like, I graduated in 2008. I'm like, I'm probably, like, they probably were born in 2008. Like, that's... Anyway, and they're like, well, back in, like, so, like, is that the time that this was happening? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, back in your day, how did... I was like, I got back in your day. Anyway, at the end of the conversation, I was like, hey,
Absolutely
listen.
love it.
I was like, this is two things that you guys have going for you. I'm like, my time, yes, it was different, right? But I'm like, number one thing that you guys got going for you, I'm a huge fan of AI, okay? As a thought partner, not as a thing that's doing the work for you, as a thought partner. And I was like, you live in a greater time where if you go to school and you're learning a concept that you have no idea, you take it to AI and you're like, hey, explain it to me as if I was like this age, or like, I don't understand this, explain it to me, and it will do it for you. Like for me, it wasn't like that. I had to figure it out, talk to people and stuff like that. Now they have AI, right?
Yeah.
And then the second thing that I said, I was like, get a study group. I'm like, because they were complaining about how much reading. They're like, I don't know if back in your day you had this much reading. Yes, back in my day, I had a ton of reading, sir.
Back in your day.
Sir, I read a lot, right? But I was like, yes, I had a lot of reading and it was really hard. I'm like, you need to go into an environment where you're like making a study group and everybody is assigned. And I'm like, lastly, I'm like, you become like the people you hang out with. So if you want to get good grades, hang around people that have good grades.
Look at grandma talking.
Did they listen to me? Probably not. They were, and th're so shy. Like the CPR guy was like, "Okay, you guys gotta act this out." Nobody was moving. Everybody was like. Anyway, that was my experience.
But you entered that room. Like you were probably that when you were that age.
Even worse, probably.
Right, and so the version of Maria that they got now was a podcast person. Read so many books, life experience, mom of 4, carrying your own weight, carrying other people's weight. Like there's the Maria that you were before to where you are now. Like, yeah.
It did help me to realize one thing though. So in our church, our youth have the opportunity to go on missions, right? So it did make me realize the gap between a person that goes on a mission and comes back in their level of maturity and a person who is that age and perhaps doesn't have the life experience that a mission brings to you. Let aside that youth in our church donate 2 years of their lives to go and teach other people about Jesus Christ and invite them, and they face a lot of rejection. Like you're like, people are yelling at you sometimes. Like there's a lot of hardship that comes with it, but there's also a lot of joy and learning and maturity that comes with it, right? So having seen other youth who come back from their missions and they're the same age, and the way they carry themselves versus the youth that I was in the CPR with, I was like, dang, things are different.
2 more.
Okay.
They were around. Nope. Someone becomes more confident and comfortable at being themselves.
What environment are they in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. So if you become more comfortable with yourself, you are around people that are encouraging you. You are also putting yourself in a situation where you're like taking risks a little bit at a time. So you're in an environment of taking risks and not necessarily in a comfort zone, but people that support you and are like, you're doing great, or this, you could do better.
Okay. Last one. Someone who becomes a leader who inspires others. What was their surrounding?
What was their surrounding when you become a leader? well, they just were around people and they wanted to help people. So their surrounding was one, there was a need for somebody to like step up. But then there was also people who they saw around being leaders and making changes or helping people make changes. So they were inspired by that.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
that one's a hard one.
my last question, and this is a question now, right? So
Okay.
there's a twister. Ready?
Okay.
Could the same person end up on opposite ends if they would have just had one influence in their life? If so, how? So you're around a lot of so you're leading towards a negative one, right? You're leading towards let's see what's one here. Spend time with you. So your end result, you're someone that develops a negative attitude towards life. So you're a person that because of your surroundings, you have obtained this way of just being absolutely negative. Life sucks. The glass is always half empty, and it's just like, there's no purpose or whatever. Could a person change the trajectory of their life by the influence of one positive person, and vice versa?
Okay. So yes, but that's only if the person is open to it.
Okay.
If the person is not open to it, it's not going to change. Do you get, like, if the person who's facing negativity
Yeah.
and who feels like the world is out to get them or like has had all this hardship and, very well, they may be, the reasons why they feel the way that they do are valid and real, and they've gone through a really hard year of hardship.
Yeah.
And the person feels hopeless, like, and all that stuff. At some point, they have to be somewhat open to the influence of someone else.
Can the opposite be the same? So it's a really positive person.
Yeah.
And then one negative person change their trajectory.
Yes. And I think it's easier for a negative person to change the trajectory of a positive person than a positive person change the trajectory of a negative person. I think negativity is the easiest way. I think where it's like naturally within us to be more negative. Our brain likes that sensation factor of like negativity and fear and all that stuff. It draws us in. But it comes to positivity, like fear, doubt, all that stuff, that just happens naturally, right? We don't have to work at it.
That's interesting.
But positivity, that's a perishable skill. That meaning that unless you continually work on it every day of your life, you're going to be negative. Like you're going to be surrounded, you're going to allow the circumstances that are in your life to drag you down. And
Interesting.
I don't know. Those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts for that question?
I think the big thing here is what comes into play is the law of the lid.
The law of the lid. Okay.
Have you ever heard of this? The
No.
law of the lid.
Teach me something I haven't heard of. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Is it real?
It's
Just kidding. I'm just joking. He does know a lot of stuff. Hence, he's a successful business owner.
so the law of the lid.
I'm just here to keep you humble. That's my whole purpose.
Oh, that's your whole purpose?
Yes. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. The law of the lid.
No, you know what keeps me humble? Is
Take it.
having Mike around. Realize how small I am. How small of a man I am. That's what keeps me humble.
The fact that like everybody's first thought is like, where's Mike?
Yeah.
That's my first thought all the time.
Let's get look, a problem. Let's get Mike to help us with this problem while I'm still standing there. That's what keeps me humble. I'm like, maybe I don't know as much as I think I know. It's because he has a Leatherman and I don't. That's exactly it. And that whole micro comment, didn't like that comment as well. It
You
still
need
hurts.
an arc to do what the micro that's for Mike.
Yeah. It still hurts.
That was a great comment.
So my wife told me that I'm not a bad What? Sorry. Oh, geez, there's a lot of comments here. Hang on one second. This upload to you, but please do what the British do to the people of Florida when England game is on. No, where Michael? Oh, what? Maria just looked at your bracelet that says that you would Leatherman do whatever you have to self-doubt. Sorry. English.
Oh my gosh.
The law of the Leatherman. Can we let go of the Leatherman comments?
The law of the Leatherman.
Oh.
Oh, you know, law is like the L, like LL instead of the law of the lid, the law of the Leatherman. Do tell me the law of the Leatherman.
You guys are horrible. Anyways, going back to what I'm saying here, the law of the lid states that you have you can only influence people to your level of leadership.
Yeah.
So if we're scaling leadership between 1 and 10, 10 being the absolute highest,
Yeah.
like the absolute fire lies, whatever, and then 1 being the lowest, no leadership skills whatsoever. If you are a level 7, right, and that's your lid, so you have to think of a jar,
Yeah.
and you're a level 7, everybody in your environment can only grow to a 6, if not the highest of 7, because they'll keep hitting that lid.
Yeah.
If that person wants to be greater, they have to find a new environment, a new jar, a new lid. So if I want to, if I'm following a 7 leader and I'm becoming only a 6, and if I want to become an 8, I got to find myself a 9.
Yeah.
And then that lid, their lid. So with that question, can a negative influence person influence a positive and positive to a negative? I think a lot has to do with your level of leadership versus what their influence is. So if they're in an influence environment where their influence is a level 8, all their surroundings,
Yeah.
all the people that they follow, and all these different things, that they have a level 8 negative, but I'm a level 6.
Negative or level 6 leadership?
If I'm a level 6 leadership,
Okay.
right, I can't influence someone who's an 8.
Yeah.
So I have to become a greater influencer. I have
Yeah.
to become a greater person as a leader, whether it be through development, whether it be through faith and religion, whether it be through surrounding myself with others. Then I can try and get that person to come to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, and I think it works both ways, that if you want to have an influence over anybody, now if somebody is a positive, like a level 9 positive, they're reading their scriptures, they're going to church, they're reading good books, they're surrounding themselves with good people, and somebody that is a 7 comes to them, like, you have no influence over me. I'm a
Yeah.
9 and you're a 7. It comes to the scripture where when Satan appears to Moses,
Yeah.
and it goes, Son of man, follow me, and goes, Son of man.
He's like, who are you?
Like, just a couple of minutes ago, I was told I was the son of God,
Yeah.
right? Like, you have no influence over me, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's what I think there's a big play there, is what kind of person you want to become
Yeah.
to be able to help people that are maybe lower in.
And I think it goes towards how you want to parent your kids as well.
Oh, 100%.
If there are skills that you want to give your kids and you don't have those skills, you'll never teach your skills you never will
Yeah.
teach your kids what you don't know or what
Yeah.
you don't act on, right?
Yeah.
So
And so for that, I will always be grateful, and I'm going to throw you your flowers now, because I will not do that ever again.
he says that every podcast, and he does. Thank you.
Well, the fact
Hold
that
my hand?
no, I'm not touching you. No, I'm not. We're not. Okay? It's so gross, Mike, controller. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what were we gonna say?
Use your leather skills.
Okay, what were we gonna say?
No, the fact that you called in Seth and Daniela to come over to your house to teach them about finance.
Because you're a level 5 and I'm a level 7. I'm just joking.
So, but hang on one second. I have a high level of, when it comes to finance, I am increasing. I'm not a 5. I would have to say I'm about, if I was to judge me, I would be anywhere between a 7 or 7.
And just to say, just to kind of put it out there too, is that sometimes your kids listen better to other people outside
Yeah.
of their parents. So it's nothing to say that with regards to your
but
financial skills.
Tegan's higher. Tegan's a level 9, right? I'm a 7. But the fact
Like
that
a 7 or a negative 7? Just kidding. I'm just joking. He is a 7.
bro, frick. So Tegan's about a 9, 8, 9. I'm a 7. But you and Mike together went down this path and this road. Like, you guys took courses. You guys have been
Yeah.
reading all the books. You guys have practiced this stuff. So you have something that Tegan and I kind of don't have. Like, you guys were in sync when it comes to budgeting and doing all these different things. Tegan and I, we both run different businesses. Like, she has her own business, I have my own business. So we have different budgets. We combine them together, but like, she takes care of all the bills, and I'm like, so like, we're not in sync as much as we would want to be. We're doing financially well, but we're not in sync as much as you and Mike are. And so that's one thing that I've always appreciated. But the fact that you took on one of my kids and sat them down
welcome.
and whatever. So I will forever be grateful.
I love them. I mean, like, they remind me a lot of when Mike and I got married.
Yeah.
And sort of that, because it is a cultural shift as well,
Yeah.
right? And like I can see a lot of Daniela's thought processes of how I was as well. So
Yeah.
it's nice to kind of have gone years ahead. I'm not anywhere near where I would want to be financially,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I am closer than what I was when I first got married.
Yeah.
So it brings me so much joy to be able to share anything that I can help any couple, especially your kids,
Yeah.
to get to a point where they don't have to spend 10, 15 years figuring it out,
Yeah.
where they can have that's what mentoring is. You full time
Mm-hmm.
for them, and they have a shorter learning curve, and then they can get better, and they can even become more financially stable than you can, right?
Yeah.
So
And I
don't
can't
know.
wait for your kids to get married, and I'm gonna take him into my home. And oh
what are you gonna
my
teach them?
gosh,
Like what? Just kidding.
no, the things that I'm going.
I'm scared.
This-
He'll be like, will
I'd
you
be
be
like,
like, don't put
Jesse,
it in the belly? Just,
I'm like,
just kidding.
on that note,
We're just gonna end our podcast right here.
I think this is a good. I think this is a good. I can't believe you said
And
that.
thank you so much for everybody for watching. Anyway,
Where's that button? Where's that? I can't even see that button. There we go. Is that it?
you're like, okay. So what's your takeaway? I'm scared. That you want a leather man.
My takeaway is
That you want Mike to be your leather man.
how is this podcast? Yeah. Thank you for all your support, in spite of our partners. My takeaway is just the importance of having the right tools.
Yes, have the right tool.
And the leather man for me is the arc.
Is the right tool.
Is the right tool. That's my thing. What's yours?
The importance of who you surround yourself with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that parenting is a village sport, right? Be a
Uh-huh,
village, be there for others, and I think it's gonna be great.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all of our social medias, which are up there. I don't know. Maybe somebody will need what we said.
Maybe.
Get a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your. I sure gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. You hear yourself when